Hello YouTube, this is Brian, Kilo Mike 6 Zulu X-Ray, and I'm at my home station. My main rig is a Elecraft K3S, and I have a couple different keys I use with it. I use a straight key called a Junkers key, and this is actually from Germany. It's a naval straight key. It's really a very good key. I really do enjoy it. But I want to talk about electronic keys today, and this is mainly for my friends on BobNet or people thinking about getting an electronic key. There's two kinds of electronic keys, single lever and dual lever. I'm only going to talk about the dual lever variety. Those are also called iambic paddles, and they have two levers, as you can see here. This is a bencher key. I think it's a BY1. It's a very common iambic paddle, and I think it's a very good key. I purchased mine at a silent key estate sale when I was a beginning ham. I did start on a straight key, but after about 6 months of the straight key, I moved on to a iambic paddle, and I've been using this key ever since. And the way iambic keys work is you have two paddles. The one on the left makes dits, and the one on the right makes DAWs. And that follows the convention of a vibroplex bug. The left side made dits, and the right side was used for making DAWs. And the difference between a dual lever and a single lever electronic key is if you push both of them, you get alternating dits and DAWs. So that's what they call iambic. There's two modes for iambic paddles, Iambic A and Iambic B, and I'll talk briefly about each of those modes. Okay, so I set my radio to Iambic A, and the main difference is in Iambic A, the shortest iambic sequence of characters you can get are two. So if I hit the left key and then the right key, well, that was 3. There we go, da-da, that's an A. Da-da. And if I want to do a November, N, da-dit, I iambically keyed a November. The first character is the first side of the paddle you push, and then the second character is the second side. So if I want an A, I lead with my thumb, and I follow with my finger. Oops. Those are A's, and this is November. So that's iambic A. Okay, so I set my radio to iambic B, and the main difference between iambic B and iambic A is after you release the paddles, or both keys in iambic B, it will add one additional dit or DAW on the end. And what that means is the shortest squeeze I can do will make either a Romeo, da-da-dit, or a kilo, da-da-da. So here it is. Here's Romeo. And then kilo. So what would have been an alpha in iambic A is now a Romeo. And what would have been a November is now a kilo. This also includes longer characters like Charlie, where in iambic B you have to release after the second DAW in Charlie, and it will make the dit on the end. In iambic A, you have to hold the keys till you hear the final dit and then release. So certain characters, such as Charlie, are a little bit quicker in iambic B, but I don't think that's a reason to favor one mode over the other. I think the main difference is, do you want a short squeeze to make a Romeo, or do you want it to make an alpha? In iambic B, to make an alpha, I have to key it separately. Or November. So Alpha and November are no longer iambic characters in Iambic B. I will not say which mode I think is better, Iambic A or Iambic B. I would recommend, if you're just starting out, to try each mode, and whichever mode you feel more comfortable with, that's the mode you should stick with. For actually using the paddle or using the keys, I do not use my index finger and my thumb. I use my middle finger and my thumb. And I only touch a key when it's necessary to touch the key. I don't rest them on the keys. So if I'm going to make dits, use the thumb, DAWs, the middle finger. If I'm doing a non-iambic character, it's almost like a single lever paddle. So Alpha, Bravo, and if I'm doing Charlie, which is now an iambic character, now I'm squeezing. Okay, that was a mistake. Delta, again, non-iambic. Echo, Foxtrot, that was an iambic character. And now Golf is not iambic. Hotel, India, Juliet, Kilo, iambic. Lima, iambic. Mike, November, November, that's not iambic in B, but it is iambic in A. Oscar, Papa, not iambic. Quebec is iambic. Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Tango, Tango. Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-ray, Yankee is iambic, and Zulu is not. And you just develop the muscle memory, so you should be able to make each of these characters without even thinking about it. I'll speed it up and I'll try to do the alphabet all the way through without making a mistake. Okay, that was the alphabet without any mistakes. The main thing is just to get used to using the paddles, build up muscle memory over time so that anything you key just flows right off the paddles. Okay, there are other CW keys that you may want to try. And I have 3 keys from another company called Bomatech. This is a German business, and this is their Type 2 iambic key. This is more of a base station key. This is their Type 3 portable key. It's on a little magnetic block. And then this is their mini straight key. And the reason I'm showing these keys here is the owner of Bomatech, the man who made the keys, Marcus Bossler, recently became silent key. And he was a young man. He made the keys himself in Germany. And I bought 3 keys from him. They're no longer available. And the thing about all of these keys is they're made by very small businesses. This is often it's just 1 or 2 people making a product. So if you're thinking about buying a certain key and you're interested in buying it, but you put it off, you may want to buy it now before it becomes unavailable. you just never know. And I'm glad I got the 3 keys from Bomatech when I did. I'm very happy with all 3 keys. And now that they're no longer available, they're just going to become harder and more difficult to find. Hopefully other people take up the mantle and make some great keys. And I just wanted to show those keys for that reason. I'm going to show one final key here. This is a relatively new key that just came out. It's made by a small company called Modern Morse. I believe they're in St. Louis, Missouri. And again, this is a one-man show. It's a portable key with a magnetic base. It's designed to be held in your hand, so it has a nice shape to it. And it has magnets, so it sticks to my mount. And this is another case where I did not need this key, but because these keys are made by very small companies or by individuals, and you never know how long they're going to be available for, I actually bought one. And it's a nice key. I really like this key. The only thing about this key is it's a little bit stiffer than I'm used to, especially compared to my bencher key, which is a much lighter key. And if I made any recommendation on this key, it would be nice if they offered weaker magnets that you could put inside and modify it, just so it's not so stiff. I feel like you need a slightly heavy hand to use it, where here I can key it. It's very light. But that's really just a matter of taste. And this is not meant to be a product review. Again, it's a nice key made by a small individual or a small company by one individual. So if you're thinking about getting this key, I would recommend you just order it right now and get it, and don't procrastinate. Anyway, I hope you learned something, and this is Brian, Kilo Mike 6 Zulu X-Ray.